What's going on, guys? Talkers of Multiverse. What's going on? It's Austin again. I'm back with another tier list video. This time it's going to be the ranking of all MCU movies. And I have been a little sick, so I do apologize for that. And if I do, if I'm sniffling throughout this thing, I do apologize. I have been sick. That's why I sound like this. But anyways, let's just get right into it. Alright, so first movie here, Guardians 1. I enjoyed it. Uh, I don't think it's that good. I think it's pretty good, but I don't think it's that good. I'm gonna go with C tier. Personally, is what that's what I think about it. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Not a great movie. Didn't really like it that much, to be honest. I just didn't really like it. I'm gonna put that at D tier. Captain America: Civil War. This movie was great. The airport scene was amazing. Iron Man versus Cap, amazing. Um, Team Iron Man all the way for Team Cap. No, Chief. Team Iron Man all the way. Iron Man should have won that fight. To be honest, he got double teamed by a bunch of old war veterans. You know, that's not cool. One on one, when he was running his ones, he was low-key freaking frying him. I can't even cap. So, anyways, movie is an S tier. It's such a freaking good movie. Winter Soldier. I think this is a really good movie. The action scenes in this movie are amazing. Winter Soldier, amazing in this movie. Captain America, amazing in this movie. A tier. I just don't think it's as good as Civil War or the other movies in S tier. I just don't think it's an S tier movie personally. Doctor Strange. It was good for what it was. It was a good origin to Doctor Strange. I just think the movie itself was kind of mid, so I'm gonna put it at C tier below Guardians because I just think personally that's where I think it is. Ant-Man, I think the first one's better than the second one in my opinion. Um, so I definitely think it's a C tier. However, I don't think it's as good as Doctor Strange. Maybe about the same, to be honest. But I'm gonna put it a little bit below. And by the way, if you guys haven't caught on yet, it's just the Infinity Saga, so it's only Iron Man 1 up until Far From Home. It's not every single MCU movie, cause well, I mean, I've seen all of them except for Eternals, and I just don't want to do all the MCU movies because past the Infinity Saga is like who cares? Plus, there's a bunch of shows that you'd have to do too, and it would just be hard to rank them comparatively. So I mean, it's not really. But yeah, it's just the Infinity Saga. Thor Ragnarok, most definitely an A tier. I'm putting it below Winter Soldier for the sole reason that the action scenes in Winter Soldier are just so good. I think they're better than Thor Ragnarok. I think that's what makes the movie better than Thor Ragnarok. Like Thor Ragnarok, Surtur was great, Hela was great, the character development in that movie was great, the plot was great, everything was great. But it was the same for the Winter Soldier. However, I feel the Winter Soldier had better fight scenes and better combat overall than Thor Ragnarok. That's why I put Thor Ragnarok below Winter Soldier for that reason alone. Next up, we have the best Marvel movie of all time. That means it's obviously the best MCU movie. Also, second best movie of all time behind only the one and only Revenge of the Sith. I'm not getting into that now. We'll get into that tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow we're getting into that because we back, baby. I'll get more into that at the end. Spider-Man: Homecoming, B tier. I like this movie a lot. Vulture was okay. He's kind of dumb, but he was okay, like I liked him. He was kind of dumb, but I liked him, and I liked the movie overall. Tony is great in that movie. Peter's great in that movie. Just that movie overall is just great. Okay, next up, first Iron Man movie. Uh, Great movie. I love it. I think it's better than Civil War. It's the first MCU movie. You gotta love it. It's so good. The movie itself is so good. It's just, oh, the start for Iron Man, the start for the entire MCU. Without this movie, the MCU will not be what it is today. It's such a good freaking movie. Next up, we got the first Avengers movie. Um, where to put this? Where to put this? Where to put this? I think I gotta put it here. It's the first Avengers movie. It's so freaking good, so iconic, so nostalgic. It's such a good movie overall. I mean, there's not really much to say. It's just a really great movie. Uh, your laboratory experiment, Rogers. Everything special about you came out of a bottle. Uh, Age of Ultron. It's so freaking good, dude. It's so freaking good. It's one of the. It's just so good. I just love that movie. So freaking good, dude. First Thor movie. It was okay. Wasn't as bad as this monstrosity right here. It wasn't that bad. Um, I'm gonna put it at C tier. I'm gonna put it above Doctor Strange, but below Guardians. It was a great introduction to Thor. The way he got Mjolnir was good. It's just the movie itself isn't that great. Captain Marvel. You F tier. Enough said. Captain America: The First Avenger. I think this is a great movie. I just don't think it's as good as the first one, to be honest. It's a great startup movie for Captain America. You know, Hydra was great. Red Skull was great. Everything about this movie was good. It's just not as good as Winter Soldier and Thor Ragnarok. That's why I put it at B tier comparatively to MCU movies. Now, if we were, yeah, like just comparatively to MCU movies, this is where I'd put it because I just don't think it's as good as Homecoming because I just love Homecoming so much personally. So that's why it's below Homecoming for me. Iron Man 2, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 2. The worst of the Iron Man trilogy, not arguably, it just is. It's just Rhodey's so good in that movie. Whiplash is so dumb. No, I can't even lie. It's just, it's a. I can't even say it's a good movie because it's really not. I like it. I'm gonna put it bottom C tier. It's not a good movie, but I like it and I had fun with it, and I don't think it's as atrocious as everybody says, but it's still not a good movie. So bottom C tier. All right, next up, Thor: Dark World. Yeah, like actually, like bad, horrible, like horrible. Iron Man 3. This movie's this movie is so good and it is so severely underrated. It's such a good movie. The freaking armor scene where all of his armor comes up is just so good. The movie is just so freaking good. Now we got Guardians 2. I enjoyed this movie. I think it's really good. I think it's really pretty good. I just don't think it's as good as these two right here. That's why it's going below them at B tier. I think the movie was good. I don't think it was bad at all. Hello. Sorry about that. I accidentally clicked an ad here at the bottom of my screen. That's my bad. But next movie, Black Panther. Black Panther's really good. It's Killmonger's great. I love the movie, but ooh, I don't. Do I put it above the first Avenger? I think so. I just think Killmonger has better. How do I say this? Killmonger is just has he has more like chemistry with Black Panther than Hydra does with Steve. Anyways, Incredible Hulk, good movie. I'm gonna put it bottom B. I think it's a really good, strong movie, not talked about enough. Infinity War, second best movie below Endgame. I know that's controversial, but Endgame's better. Far From Home. I just don't think. Apologies for that. My recording stopped, so I had to blitz through the last three really fast. But now I'm back. I got a new recording started, so I'm gonna talk about the last three movies again that I had to rush through. So, like I said with Black, or four, I guess. But like I said with Black Panther, I think Killmonger has better chemistry with Black Panther than Red Skull and Hydra does with Captain America. My personal opinion. That's what I think, and that's why I have it above First Avenger for that reason. And now, on to Incredible Hulk. This movie is good. I do not think it's talked about enough. I think Abomination is good. The origin story for Bruce in this movie is good. It's just not. The movie itself is just not as good as the movies above it. That's why I have it where it is. Now, Far From Home is maybe controversial, but I think Far From Home is the worst movie in Tom Holland's trilogy. That's just what I believe personally. Now, I don't think a lot of other people agree. I just think, I don't know, I just personally didn't like it. Like, I thought Mysterio was a good villain until midway through the movie. He just, like, the plot twist with him being the villain was good, but then, like, towards the end of the movie, him as a villain was pretty weak, and I just didn't like it that much. And I also didn't like how, Tony's last dying gift to Peter was Edith, and Peter just gave it away like that, and I just don't think. I just didn't like that personally. Now, the last movie, Infinity War. I think this is the second greatest Marvel movie of all time, behind obviously Endgame. I just think like Infinity War is good. It's a change in pace. Cause or not pace, but like it's a change in perspective. Because the person who's supposed to be the big bad, he actually wins in this movie, and like it shows the big bad's perspective of why he's doing what he's doing. And I really like that with Infinity War. That's why it's all the way up here. But it's just not Endgame. Endgame, in my opinion, is just more iconic with Iron Man, with the trio, and the Avengers are actually fighting together against this big bad. And in my opinion, Thanos in Endgame is more of a big bad than Thanos in Infinity War, because Thanos in Infinity War started holding back after he got the Soul Stone because he knew he didn't have to kill. Um, he knew he didn't have to kill when it was unnecessary, so he didn't. And that's why I think Thanos in Endgame was tougher than Thanos in Infinity War, and so they were forced to team up, and I like the team up in Endgame. And then the snap, it's just iconic. It's just nothing beats that. It's like, it comes full circle with the first Iron Man movie, with the first MCU movie. It comes full circle with the start of the MCU, the end of the Infinity Saga comes full circle with the beginning of it. And I am Iron Man. Alright, guys, with that being said, the tier list is done. So, now back to what I was whispering earlier. I am proud to announce we are filming the third episode tomorrow night. So, I'm so excited for that. I hope you guys are too. We are filming the third episode, so I will try my best and have it edited and posted at the latest Sunday night. I'm hoping I can get it out by then. Now, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next episode of the podcast. Talkers of the Multiverse, out.